Oh, you know when you hear that music, something impressive and exciting is gonna happen. Or you're about to watch a Resonant video. Either one. But today we are trying out Mount & Blade, but not Mount & Blade Warband as I've been playing for years, but the original Mount & Blade, and seeing how it holds up. Now, of course, I've played Warband quite a lot, but I really started getting into Mount & Blade back in 2013, so the original Mount & Blade was a bit before my Mount & Blade era time. And yes, I have played it before, I've done a video or so on it before, but I've never really come back to it since then. So I thought, how does it hold up in 2019? And what does it really change from Warband? First off, you can see the map is rather different. I mean, this is not really the Colorado that we know and love from Warband. As you can see, the Saronids, they don't exist. They just aren't here. They went on vacation. For some reason, there's now snowy mountains where the Saronids are. Don't quite know how that works, but no, we still have the Kyrgyz, and then we have the Swadians up here, kind of taking a weird route off into this direction. I'm not quite sure how this works. It seems that now the north is this side, so the map really should be this way up, according to like the snowy mountains. Or actually, no, the north is more this side, which is actually the Vegas, which sort of makes sense, although they are green, which doesn't really bode well for the rest of it. And the Nords are yellow, okay, I'm guessing these, and here we have the Rodox. Rodox have the Nord colours. I'm not sure why they changed the Nords blue and the Rodox to green. Maybe it's because the Rodox, oh no, these are the, oh, the Rodox are yellow, aren't they? No, the Nords, oh, I'm so confused. The Rodox are blue and the Nords are yellow. Okay. Well, I guess just adding in the Saronids and making them the yellow faction maybe mixed it up quite a bit. Anyway, so yeah, we don't have the Saronids anymore. But apart from that, a lot of the other stuff is still here. We've still got a lot of the same names. We got Dirham, we got Suno, we got Sargoth, we got Revadin, we got all Uxkhol, we got Halma. A lot of the same places that we've seen in Warband. But let's get onto it. Now, you may notice that there isn't actually a starting mission like we have in Warband. It's a little bit different to that. It sort of just chucks you straight into the game with just going around and completely starting on your own rather than having a little bit of money from that first starting mission to sort of tide you over for a little bit and actually sort of introduce you to the game. Now, there is a tutorial for this, which I haven't done because I didn't expect there'll be that much different to Warband that I need to do a tutorial. But here we have the Rodok Tribesmen. Oh, they look... oh dear, they look rather interesting. Okay, so what do the Nords have to offer? Nord recruits, nice. How much money do we have? We've actually got a little bit more money than we would have in normal Warband. We've got some footmen and things like that. So I think we're probably ready to start looking for bandits and things so we can then eventually upgrade our guys. Aha, so we've got forest bandits here, a group of 5. Let's take these guys out. So we've got all the same sort of stuff here, but as you can see, the graphics are quite different. And now you, instead of having the banner over your guys, you also just have, of course, the names. So that was something that really, I'm glad they changed that, because I can imagine that hitting the FPS of old computers back in the day, especially when you get, like, you know, 60, 70 guys on the battlefield, and no, I don't want to retreat. Here they are. Come on then, you bastards. Come on then, you bastards. Oh, okay, okay. Your horse doesn't seem to have a health bar either, which is quite interesting. Okay, and the combat is very, very different. This is going to take some time to get used to, I think. See, the animations are not quite what they are in Warband, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Nice, nice. My guys are doing pretty well over there. The Rodok Tribesmen seem to have basically the same gear with the sort of pitchfork and shield sort of thing. The Nord recruit with the axes, yeah, it seems like all the gear and things was pretty much the same. But I'm sort of very glad that they changed how the text and stuff, because even just the simple things like text, and as you can see on the left, that positioning for the text feels really wrong after playing Warband. It's all done a little bit nicer. Okay, so now we can upgrade. We get some footmen and huntsmen. They all, okay, that nice, look nice. They all look a bit worse for wear. I've got to say, Mount & Blade isn't really holding up that well graphically, even Warband. Even when it came out in 2010, I think it was, it wasn't really known for its graphics, but Warband never has been, and I don't really blame Mount & Blade for that, since where it came from. It's quite impressive how this goddamn tiny little game with terrible little graphics is still alive to this day, in quite a big way, if I'm going to be completely honest. I mean, it's got the same concurrent players as Mordhau, which came out 2 months ago. Which I don't know if that says more about Mount and Blade or Mordhau. Jeez, let's have a look at the taverns. Taverns pretty much the same. We've got Ransom Broker, Mercenary Horsemen, Tavern Keepers, all that sort of stuff. Not much has really changed there. Okay, so I've done a little bit of playing, and now we've got a decent army. It's still pretty basic at the moment. Oh, we can upgrade these guys, actually. And, yeah, I sort of wanted to get in a bit of an array, just to show you guys what has really changed, because really Warband did a lot for this game. It really overhauled everything, whether it was actually adding in a new faction and a whole multiplayer base for it, or just even the slight little bits. Like, I mean, let's just take a look at the Vega Veteran here. What is that? Right, okay, men. Follow me. As you can see, you don't have the whole menu come up now. It's all a little bit different. So, infantry is now on 2, which is interesting. So let's just get everyone to hold this position now. Cavalry, you can charge, because you sort of want to get some runs up and things like that. But yeah, it's all a little bit on the difference. Now you don't have to press X to couch lance. It's sort of an automatic thing that's done once you get up to the speed, which is I actually quite like. But at the same time, for a multiplayer component, it seems that it's probably better to do it the way that you have it in Warband, so it adds a little bit more skill to it rather than just automatically, you know, just couching people. Because that seems like that could be a little bit overpowered when it comes to a multiplayer setting, which of course is something that Warband added in. Right, hello then. Oh, it's the animations that really, really set me off here. I am so glad they changed that. It's because you're used to just where to aim when you're playing in Warband with the swings, but how different these animations are is completely messing up with my reach and sort of where I'm supposed to be hitting. There we go. See how different he is holding a sword there. You wouldn't think makes much of a difference, but really when you're so used to, you know, the range of your swords and how it works. Jesus Christ, I am horrifically missing. Maybe I'm just really bad at the original Mount and Blade, which makes sense. See that? See, as you swing there, you get a lot. I need to probably move. You get a lot less range with your swords, and it's really putting me off here. Trying to get these kills. Oh, that was a good stab. I actually prefer that stabbing motion on the back of a horse, though. That sort of overhead with your shield up. I prefer that over what they did in Warband, but I guess it was that. I mean, that looks ridiculous. Screw that. No, that's horrible. Oh, go on, North Footman. I'll let you take. Oh, the Swadian recruit got the backstab for that last one there. Beautiful, beautiful. We've got quite a bit of cavalry, which should be fine. Sort of picking off people, doing that sort of thing. Oh, see, that Vegas skirmisher did not look like the Vegas skirmisher we all know and love from Warband. But it seems like we're picking these guys up pretty well. Oh, that Nord's Huntsman just took it. It seems I'm a lot better with a spear than a sword when I'm on horseback, which makes sense. Just as I'm sort of in this screen, I noticed that the, was it the Nord Archer? It was, the Nord Veteran Archer seems to be the top sort of thing for the Nords. The archers only seem to have like a couple of actually troop trees, and I think a lot of the troop trees for each of the units is a lot less in the original Mount and Blade. I think Warband added quite a lot of new troops to sort of fill out the troop trees, which is quite nice. But yeah, I just noticed how quickly it took me to get to veteran archers, which is really the top for the Nords in this game. So we can probably go for these crossbowmen at the back. I think that's going to be a safe bet. See if we can do a pass on them. Nice, good pass there. Right, and then let's get everyone to charge in. That should be good. Our cavalry should be running rings around them at the back, leaving, for some reason, their crossbowmen in to go and do the melee combat with my sergeants and things like that. New enemies have arrived. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we haven't lost anyone yet, so it should be fine. Hopefully we can get some more guys into the battlefield. It might take a restart of a new battle for that to actually get up to the 100 people, but I think we should be okay because our cavalry seems to be mopping up a lot of their crossbowmen, and that's the thing with the Rhodoks. They do seem to have quite a bit of crossbowmen. Right, cavalry, follow me, follow me. I think everyone should probably take back their positions. Infantry up here and archers up here. There we go. Take back the right positions before the next wave of an enemy comes. That would probably be a great idea so we don't get too split off. Everything seems to be going pretty okay, I think. But we're going to do another full charge here. Now we have got everyone in. Yeah, so the horse is receiving damage, but there is no health bar for the horse. I don't know. Ah, here we go. Here they come. Here comes a bit more. So, yeah, the battles aren't quite as big as you would expect from Warband. As you can see, there's only about, what, 50, 60 on each side. Well, 15, 16 total at the moment. But they're still decent. I mean, for the time, 2008, this was pretty good. I mean, it probably wouldn't have been able to run this many people on many people's computers back in the day, since PC gaming wasn't much of a really popular thing in the mainstream, at least. I mean, there was still a lot of people are doing it, but in terms of building computers, buying new parts, having like all these different, you know, red versus blue sort of things, it wasn't as popular. So these would mostly be playing on, you got to admit, pretty poor PCs, not necessarily gaming built PCs. But I do think that this amount of people would probably give your dad's old work computer a run for its money. But we seem to be doing pretty okay at the moment. I mean, who's this guy? He's wearing his bloody night robes. The zoom is distracting, to say the least. I'm glad that was toned down a little bit in Warband. Okay, so Battle 1 done pretty well. My morale in my party is excellent, but how will they fare going up against a castle? That is something that I would love to see. You know what? We have countered something even more interesting. Now, this is a big Swadian army, and the reason I wanted to take these guys out, because I wanted to see how powerful really the Swadian knights are in this, because everybody knows that the Swadian knights are, you know, quite the powerhouse when it comes to Mount and Blade Warband. But let's see what it's like in this. Are we okay? But is this enough of a dip? Oh, don't lose your horses. I feel like this is enough of a dip. Just about. They are getting a couple of hits, but nothing substantial, I don't think. So, let's get everyone to charge. Let's see what we can do. We've got a lot of crossbowmen. They're going to be sitting up here. We are inferior when it comes to infantry, but crossbowmen should be fine. And in comes the cavalry charge onto the flank of their crossbowmen. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. We're going to go and join the cavalry in there. But let's have a look at what these Swadians can do when it comes to killing knights, basically. There we go. There's our couch lance there. Our automatic couch lance, I might add. Is that their leader? You can't really tell because they all seem to be wearing white. Back in the main game, only really the leaders would wear colours like white and things. But I think it's the guy that I've seen wearing blue. I think it must be... looks to be this guy. So we'll see if we can take this one out. We seem to be absolutely destroying them, but new enemies have arrived. Does this mean new cavalry from the enemies? It looks like most of them are new infantry. So I'm okay with that. Oh, I don't know about our cavalry over there. They seem to be... Ah, he's dead. Their lord is dead, but I'm in a horrible position right now. Right, coming in for the side. Couch lance. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we broke a shield. Wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but, you know, it's fine. Let's get another one. There we go. Nailed him down. And it seems like we're taking out their cavalry nice and strong right now. That's one of ours. Let's not kill him. We lost a guy, Rodok Sharpshooter, killed by Swadian Sharpshooter. Oh, come on, Rodok. You're supposed to be the masters of crossbows. Hello there. You seem to be... You're either a Swadian Knight or a Mercenary Cavalry. I'm going to go with Swadian Knight. That makes more sense. Yes, we're pretty much clearing up the rest of this battlefield. Just sorting out as it is. Tam Tam is victorious on this day. We have really... done some good job. We have arrived in Calradia, gone back in time to the days where Calradia is more simple, more blurry, and more laggy. But we have still done our job as a king and leader, and we will soon become emperor because, of course, we have to introduce new regimes. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I actually really enjoyed making it, going back to the original Mount and Blade. It's interesting to see what they've changed, and whilst Warband wasn't a complete reinvention or a new game, it definitely added new things in, and I think it was definitely, you know, accepted as a good upgrade on this game. There's so many things that this game put in place, and I do feel like this game is one of the best starting bases that any game could have had. But Warband really made Mount and Blade into the juggernaut that it is today, and warranted it that sequel that was probably going to come in the next 23 years. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And until then, from me and my ragtag group of mercenaries and Swadian peasants, and we'll see you in the next one.